Hi, this video is to demonstrate how you would work a refund that you received from a supplier. Your screen may look a little bit different. Mine is set up on my preferences and my security level. How you would want to go and work the deposit is you would want to come over here to this little compass. It's called the nav bar. Then you're going to come over here to menu and then accounts receivable, payments, online payments, regular deposits. Your business unit should default and you would click search. Then you want to go and navigate into the deposit that you need to work. In this particular case, we received a refund for $1,000. It is a refund that we paid out in the current fiscal year. And we need to determine how we're going to post this particular deposit. If we do not know the rules regarding refunds, you can come over here and navigate to the DFA website. Then you can come over here to financial control. Then you can come over here to resources, manuals. This is in fiscal year 24. So we want to go to Model Accounting Practices Manual 2024. What you can do is come down here and look through the different headers. We're going to be looking for revenue. So we want to determine where to post it. So I can see here receivables, and then there's revenue. So I'm going to come over here to receivables. And then if I don't know where to put to go from there, we can go to Control F. I'm in Firefox, so my little search field is down here, and we can put refund. And then there it comes up. So we're under here under FIN 11.3 revenue classifications. So on this deposit, it's $1,000, and it was an expense that we paid out in the current fiscal year, which is currently FY24. So we want to come over here and navigate back to maps. We're going to come here and we're going to look recording a refund of an expenditure, current year refund. To record a refund made in the same fiscal year in which the money was received, state agency should use the same accounts as the original transaction, effectively reversing the entry, providing that the amount does not exceed $500. Okay, well, if we come over here and we look at our deposit, it is $1,000. So that does exceed $500. So we're going to come back over here. If the amount exceeds $500, the agency should deposit the monies into account code 2909, receipts held in suspense. The agency must then submit a journal entry along with the supporting documentation to prove the expenditure was incurred in the current fiscal year and to reclassify the amount in 2909 to the appropriate expenditures. So since this is an FY24 expense, but it exceeds $500, we are going to post this deposit to 2909. We're going to navigate back over here. We're going to come over here to Payments tab, and we're going to go ahead and click this Journal Directly box. Then we're going to come down here, and we're going to hit Save. Okay. Then we're going to come back up here to the little nav bar compass. We're going to go to Menu. We're going to go back one to Payments. Then we're going to go to Direct Journal Payments, Direct Journal Accounting Entries. Since we went directly to Create Accounting Entries, the deposit ID populates for us. We're going to go ahead and click Search. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to enter in the accounting string of where we're going to post this particular deposit. Since this is a current year refund, we cannot post it directly to the expense because it's over $1,000 per MAPS. So what we're going to do is we're going to post it to 2909. So we're going to do -1,000. And it's going to be the opposite of what the amount is right here. Think of this as your 1018 claims on cash. And this is what's going to post to your account code 2909, excuse me. Now, to make things simpler when you do your journal entry, we want to use the fund that the original expense occurred in. So in this particular case, we paid the transaction out of Fund 745. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 74500. And we can use the same department code if we choose to, 003-803. And we're going to do it to 2909. Since this is a liability account, we do not want to use a Bud Refund class. We will use it when we do the journal entry, but we will not use the Bud Refund class when we do the deposit. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and click Save. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the little lightning bolt. If you click View All, you can see here that it credited our 2909. It debited the true cash account on business unit 39401, and it generated the 1018 lines. So it debited your the agency 34100, the $1,000, the claims on cash 1018, and then it also put a credit balance to business unit 39401, claims on cash 1018. We're going to hit Save. Then what we're going to do is we're going to email our supervisor or whoever the next second level review and approver is, so that way they can review our transaction and they can complete and then budget check the deposit. And that's how you would work a deposit. But if we wanted to go a step further, we can go in and we can create a journal entry. Since this is going to be a CFR journal, because we're not moving money between funds, we can go and we can navigate to the create a journal. So we can come back here to a nav bar and click menu. What we can do is come all the way back up to menu. And then what you want to do is navigate to your general ledger. Yours might look slightly different than mine, depending on security. So we're going to click to general ledger, journals, journal entries, create journal entries. What we're going to do is we're going to add a new value. Once again, because this was a CFR, we did a deposit. We did the deposit to the fund that the expense is going to occur in. So we can use a business unit header of our business unit. In this particular case is 34100. Then what you're going to do is you want to use your journal ID numbering sequence that has set up for your business unit. In this particular case, since this is an example, I'm just going to put example. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to date the journal the same date that the deposit was. Here we can see if we were to log back into it, we can come over here and see the deposit was for 9/30. So I'm going to go ahead and put my journal date as 9/30. We're going to click add. Okay. Then we want to put our description. You can all see my atrocious spelling. Okay, and this is going to be a CFR because it would be going to be posting it to the same fund. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to lines. And we're going to use the fund that we posted it to, so 74500. We're going to use the same department code that we used, that the original expense occurred to. So I put it in here in the deposit. I still have it open, so I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to paste it. And then we're going to relieve the liability that we put, 2909. We didn't put a bud refund class. Because this was the credit over here, we're going to relieve the liability. So we're going to do a debit here. Okay. And we're going to come over here. We're going to hit plus. This adds the line. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go and adjust the original expense code that we sent the original payment from. We spent it out of Fund 74500, Department Code 803000000. Then we're going to do account code 547400. Okay. Then we're going to do the Butterf 124, class code H0000. And this one's going to be a credit. Then we're going to go ahead and hit save. We're going to edit it. We're going to click yes. Okay, now we're in valid status. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit save, and then we're going to wait. Because we don't want to hit submit and put it into workflow until we have our attachments. So what you're going to want to do is, once you hear back from your second level approver who's completed the complete, and then there's going to be a little budget check icon that they'll put. Once the journal has posted, what you want to do is come back into it. You're going to do a print screen showing that the deposit has been made, and then you're going to include that with the original print screen of where the original expense occurred. And then, what we can do is to find that, you can click here to new window, and you can navigate over here to accounts payable, vouchers, add update, regular entry. And then you can find the original voucher. Hit search. So here is the original voucher. And what you can do is you can come down here and you can do a print screen to show that this is where the original voucher was. So there you have the original expense where the original transaction posted. And I'm glad I did this because look here, I have a reporting category that I did not put, and I have a operating unit that I didn't put. So to go back and edit it, what we're going to do is we want to navigate back to our journal entry. And then we're going to come over here to lines. And we're going to come back and we're going to go and get the reporting category. And then we're going to come over here to operating unit. And we're going to hit save. Because we changed it, we're going to need to re-edit the journal. and now we're in valid status. So once again, this is why it's so important to go in and provide the print screens of your original expense. So that way the person who is reviewing it could edit or reconcile your expense to the journal entry that you created and hopefully catch the mistake that I had originally made by not including the operating unit and the reporting category. So now that we have the print screen of the expense, you still want to wait for your deposit. We don't need to edit it because we don't need to keep the operating unit and the reporting category on the deposit since we're posting it to a balance sheet account. And then once we have everything, the deposits posted and we have the print screen, we just want to save it in a Word document and then upload the document here on the attachments. And then you can come over here and then you can hit submit. And then your voucher will be done. And you've posted your refund deposit, and then you reduced your expense once this journal entry has been posted. And that's it. Hope this was helpful. Thanks.